The Kiowa Warrior came out right after the Phantom, but I wasn't really able to fly it back then, because of time constraints. Hey guys, Emils here, and in this video I'll be flying one of my first flights in the Kiowa, as well as talking a little bit about its history. Alright, let's get into it. The Kiowa was primarily an observation helicopter, as the OH-58 implies. It served extensively in Vietnam, but that was an older model than we get in DCS. It often was fitted with weapon systems even back then. The OH-58C got improvements to engine power and got IR suppression systems, as well as a lot of other new systems in air-to-air weapons. Now the OH-58D got a better engine and a 4-bladed rotor for better performance and less noise. This is also the version that brought in the mast-mounted sight, which we will get familiar with in DCS World. It could be used as a field artillery observation helicopter, but it was often paired with the Apache. And finally, the Kiowa Warrior, which added weapons systems to the OH-58D, stingers, hellfires, rockets, and a machine gun. It was a spotter and an armed reconnaissance aircraft in the Persian Gulf. It was retired in 2016 from the US Army. That was a little bit of its history. Now let's get into the cockpit ourselves. Alright, we are in the Kiowa. Now I have flown it a bit beforehand just to, not be a total dummy in this video, but it's very minimal, so we're just going to be testing out some of the weapons. Only air to ground this time. The sidewinders are pretty simple to use anyways, so we're just going to be trying to fly it around a little bit in different around Syria here. So let's get into it. We also have rockets and we have a gun, as well as our copilot M4, so we can use that as well. All right. I think we're hovering. Kind of. Not bad. But we're gonna just take it into the air. Nice. It's very easy to actually get it into the air and fly it. Look at those grass and dust effects. Wow. Epic. So let's go to waypoint 1, which is in this direction. Since it's got a auto trim stabilizer something system, so it's very easy to fly compared to like the Gazelle, which is also made by Polychop, so it's a bit different of a helicopter. So try to take it down lower here. We could try to go down to that road. Boom. And we're buzzing traffic. Yeah, as I said, it's very easy to fly and control and make these kinds of maneuvers, because of its quite automatic systems, probably. Oh, power lines. And they just stopped in the middle. Interesting. Oh, not trees. See, like that was nice. I mean, other helicopters can do it as well. But this one's a quite light, nimble thing. Waypoints are this way. We could also check out the map to see how far. Oh, right here. All right. Let's go across these targets first. These are the targets, right? Yeah. So let's arm our weapons. Master arm. Gun armed. We are going to go for... whoops. There we go. And rockets are armed. So we're going to fire off rockets first at these targets. The rockets in this case are unguided. With the mast-mounted sight you can also use laser-guided rockets, so that's pretty cool, as well as then you could use Hellfires and fire them off and guide them from your helicopter. I mean, you could still fire them off, it just couldn't be guided from this helicopter. Alright, okay, 2. Oh. Now, generally, this isn't what the Kiowa would be doing. The Kiowa would be scouting, giving target information to artillery and other aircraft in the area. But it does have the capability to do light ground attack. That was a very good hit on target. Now, we're quite a sitting duck if there were man pads or even just white AAA, because we are flying very slow. Not very tactically. Oh. Oh, shoot. Yeah, right, so I've set up the gun to be 1 detent. So the first detent's the gun, second detent's all the other weapons. Alright, so let's try to go around again. And then we could also try flying to the next place and using the door gunner, which is the copilot. Okay, let's try to... Boom, got that truck. Alright, now let's fly to the next waypoint. This Kiowa is actually quite powerful in the engine department, so it can fly quite high in high altitudes. Compared to the original Kiowa, the Kiowa A model, which pretty much flew at treetops, quite low altitudes. If it was in more mountainous terrain, the engine would be not performing very well because it just wasn't as powerful. This one's also a 4-rotor, where the original one was a 2-rotor. This is the this is the Kiowa D, and it's the Kiowa Warrior, OH-58D Kiowa Warrior. So it's it's not the newest. I think the F is the newest that was last in service, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It's one of the newest. That was one of the newest ones. The Kiowa Warrior was previous. And the difference between the normal D and the Kiowa Warrior was the weapons armament, as you might have already heard in the history portion of this video. But pretty much they are just scout helicopters, just the Warrior. Warrior gets that extra ability to actually do some damage itself. Alright, I think we're coming up to the target. Now there is also the autopilot, well, not autopilot, AI pilot, who can also control the aircraft and fly it, so you can sit in the second seat and use, for example, the mast-mounted sight and be more of the tactical guy. I think that's what makes most sense to do, since that's where all the action is, and that's where you can fire off the M4. So yeah, it's quite a good AI pilot. I'll show off some of it here. I'm probably going to try to orbit around the target. But if that doesn't work, then we are going to just hover. Tell him to hover. I can't hover at this high. I can hover close to the ground, kind of, but like getting up. The hover in the Kiowa from the AI pilot is in my opinion very unrealistic, because you'll see. I'll show you. But first, let's do an orbit. So,
Roger that.
pick it up and orbit.
Turning left. Clear left.
Wait, nope.
Turning right. Clear. Turning left. Clear left.
Let's try that. Now let's jump into the second seat and grab the M4. Now we have to turn off the cursor, and then it's mouse controlled, so control with the mouse. We're kind of far off. He's also got the little an oscillation going here, which isn't very good. I guess let's try to get him to get back there and maybe just hover. But as you can see, I've told him to go in orbit. He's going into an orbit, though. Yeah, the oscillation is a little bit weird. All right. Oh, I forgot to open up the armor door, so we're not clipping through. A little bit higher. Turn left. Come on, rotate left, you can do it. I actually don't know his name. I wanted to call him Jester, but I realized he is not Jester. He might be Bob, Bill. There we go, he hit. It's actually kind of hard to understand how to aim it with head tracking. But there we go, we got a pretty good aim going there. On that truck. Like, it's an M4, so it can only do so much damage, but... So really, you can't expect it to destroy a full-on truck. And we ran out of ammo, we only damaged 50% there. Alright. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I missed the targets. Alright, whatever. The gun is hard to use, kind of, but you can get used to it. It's just me. I haven't trained with it. It's my first time, kind of. Second, it's one of my first times flying it, so you can't really you can't really expect in the first time you're flying that you're gonna be perfect. I think it's probably the second or third time I'm flying the Kiowa properly. I have looked around the cockpit previously just to see what it's about and to get the feel for it when I bought it. But yeah, I haven't been able to learn it properly for the past months because it's been crazy. So let's just go try to land this thing and finish up. Alright, we are here. So now let's slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. There's the landing pads. Let's try not to fall out the air here. Until I try to take her slowly down and land her on one of these helipads. Let's try to land on this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. 10 meters. Okay, we scraped something. Let's try to get back on a helipad. Let's try to get... Okay. Landed. Perfect landing. Yeah, I might have to get used to that. So that was very fun. It's a very nimble helicopter and it is quite easy to fly. I can't wait to fly it more now since I have some more free time. What do you think of the Kiowa? Let me know in the comments. Alright, that's it for me and I will see you guys next time. Bye!